Hi, this is Mrs. Huffcutt at the Morrison and Mary Wiley Library in Elmwood, and I have a couple of books I want to share with you today. The first one is titled A Sick Day for Amos McGee, and this was the Caldecott book in 2011. It was written by Philip C. Stead and illustrated by Erin E. Stead. They're a husband and wife combination. It was actually his second published book and only her first. And she was 28 years old when they won the Caldecott in 2011 for their very first book together. They've since published more. In fact, I'm going to share a second one with you in just a minute. But let's start with A Sick Day for Amos McGee. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning when the alarm clock clanged, he swung his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for a fresh-pressed uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. "Next stop, City Zoo," the bus driver would call. 6 a.m., right on time, he'd reply. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move. Run races with the tortoise, who never, ever lost. Sit quietly with the penguin, who was very shy. Lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose. And at sunset, read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. One day, Amos awoke with the sniffles and the sneezes and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed, curled them back again, and said, "Ugh, I don't think I'll be going to work today." Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friend. The elephant arranged his ponds and polished his castles. The tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up. The penguin sat patiently all by himself. The rhinoceros worried that his allergies were worsening. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. "Where is Amos?" the animals wondered. Later that day, can you see what they're doing? Uh-oh, what's happening? There they go. Hooray! My good friends are here. They went to his house. The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought and thought before making a move. "I'm too tired to run races today," said Amos to the tortoise. "Let's play hide and seek instead." The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid beneath the covers. Amos yawned. "I could use a nap." The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. "Achoo!" Amos awoke with a sneeze. The rhinoceros was ready with a handkerchief. "I'm beginning to feel much better, thank you," said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of the bed. "Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea." Amos wound his alarm clock. "It's getting late," he said. "After all, we have a morning bus to catch." So Amos said goodnight to the elephant, and goodnight to the tortoise, and goodnight to the penguin, and goodnight to the rhinoceros, and goodnight to the owl, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read his story aloud before turning out the light. And there they all fast asleep. This is Mrs. Huffcutt again with the second book in this series about Amos McGee and his friends at the City Zoo. This one was published last year. It is by Philip C. Stead and illustrated again by Erin E. Stead, husband and wife combination. And this one's titled Amos McGee Misses the Bus. You'll recognize some of the characters in this one.
Amos McGee was too excited to sleep. All night long he lay awake on his pillow, planning an outing for his friends. "Of course I'll have to finish chores early tomorrow," he said to a little mouse, "and I must remember the umbrellas." When the alarm clock clanged, Amos lowered his groggy legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for a fresh pressed uniform. Amos set a pot of water to boil, forgetting, though, to light the stove. He sat down to wait for tea and quite accidentally took a nap in his kitchen chair. Beep, beep. Amos awoke with a start. "Oh no," he said, checking the time. I'm almost late for work." He grabbed his boots and his favorite hat and dashed out the door. Beep, beep. Amos raced as fast as his feet would carry him. Uh-oh. There's Amos, and there's the bus. Beep, beep. The number 5 bus disappeared out of sight. Amos hung his head. "There will be no time for an outing today," he said with a sigh. Amos began his long walk to the city zoo. He's got his friend the bird with him. Uh-oh. He dropped something. Amos McGee arrived late for work. "I hope you're not upset," he apologized to the elephant. "It's just that I did not sleep well last night," he informed the penguin. "And I missed the morning bus," he added to the rhinoceros. "Which is why," he explained to the owl, "I have lost my favorite hat." Amos yawned. "By the way," he said, sitting down a moment to rest, "has anyone seen the tortoise?" The tortoise had stepped out for a bit of exercise. Uh-oh, where's he going? Oh, he's meeting someone. Amos McGee had fallen asleep. "Amos is so tired," worried the animals. "He works so hard every day." So while Amos was asleep, the elephant borrowed a broom and began to tidy up. The penguin gave friendly reminders not to wake the zookeeper. The rhinoceros made sure all the littlest creatures were fed. The owl instructed visitors on the importance of animal conservation. And the tortoise discovered a missing thing. What could it be? To bring to the lost and found. He's headed back to the zoo. This one, I have to open it up wide. Hooray! My favorite hat! Amos looked around and saw that his chores were done. "Thank you," he said to his friends. "There can be so many nice surprises in a day." He pulled a watch from his pocket and smiled. "If we hurry, there's even time to catch the afternoon bus." And so they did. There they all are on the bus. And they didn't get off until the very last stop. Where do you think they went? Beep, beep. And they're all at the beach. What a fun book. Thank you for listening. Bye now.